Russia's Boiling Point Act 1. The setup, historical context, and the economic squeeze. Open on a wide shot of a map of Russia, zooming in to show several key cities. Rachel Maddow. Good evening. Tonight, we have an important update on a story that has been building for years, largely out of the view of the Western press, but one that could have profound consequences for global stability. We're talking about Russia and the growing cracks in Vladimir Putin's authoritarian facade. It is no secret that Russia's economy, while massive in scale, has been suffering a long, slow bleed. This isn't just about the oil market or Western sanctions related to foreign aggression. This is about a structural rot, the resource curse, where wealth is hoarded by a tiny elite, while the public infrastructure crumbles and the average citizen's savings disappear. Show a graphic. Russian real wages down X% since year. For years, the Kremlin's great bargain with the Russian people has been this: we will provide stability and a return to Soviet-era greatness, and in exchange, you stay out of politics. That bargain is now officially broken. The economic pressure has intensified, and for the first time in recent memory, that pressure is translating into sustained, nationwide civil unrest. Act 2. The eruption, the protests. Cut to raw footage of protests, crowds, police in riot gear, arrests, signs. Rachel Maddow. We are seeing a new kind of protest movement. It's not just Moscow, and it's not just the liberal intelligentsia. This is a truly nationwide phenomenon, spanning 11 time zones, from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok. What is driving this? It's a toxic mix. Corruption, especially among regional officials, and specific, immediate economic grievances. Maybe it's a sudden, unpopular pension reform. Maybe it's the closure of a critical local factory. Whatever the spark, the flame has been lit by opposition figures like Alexei Navalny, who are exceptionally skilled at translating abstract Kremlin corruption into concrete local issues. Show a short clip of a protester speaking, subtitled, or a clip of Navalny addressing a crowd. And the reaction from the Kremlin? Predictable, but significant. They are trying to snuff it out with sheer force, mass arrests, beatings, and new, draconian laws aimed at silencing dissent. But what they are discovering is that when the pressure is economic, the fear of the police vans starts to be outweighed by the fear of being unable to feed your family. That is a dangerous turning point for any authoritarian regime. Act 3. The stakes, implications for Putin and the West. Cut to a graphic of Putin's approval rating, perhaps showing a dip coinciding with the protests. Rachel Maddow. Why does this matter to us? Because the primary source of Putin's external aggression has often been his internal weakness. He has needed to create foreign crises, in Ukraine, in Georgia, and yes, even in our elections, to distract his population from the country's domestic failures. As the economic crisis deepens and the protests grow louder, President Putin has a choice: crack down harder at home, or escalate a foreign conflict to rally his base. We know which tool he prefers, and we know how unpredictable things get when a cornered authoritarian is looking for an escape. The question for Western policymakers is how to support the legitimate democratic aspirations of the Russian people without giving Putin a political talking point that Western meddling is behind the protests. The protesters are facing tremendous risk just by showing up. Their bravery is a reminder that even the most seemingly stable autocracy can be subject to the will of a fed-up public. We will continue to track this story as it develops. When we come back, fade to black commercial break. Would you like me to elaborate on a specific part of the script, such as the historical background of Russian protests or the role of economic sanctions?